Alright people, today we'll be reacting to Educating Yorkshire, episode 2. Now on my music channel, you guys know that we reacted to episode 1, and I honestly love the series. You know, we did a few reactions to vlogs from British students, and we got to see kind of how the day-to-day life is, but it didn't get as deep and as detailed as this series has. Y'all let me know if you want to continue with Yorkshire, or should I move on to Essex, or not Lincolnshire. Any other city over in England that you want me to check out with this educating series, comment down below, and I'm down to do it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. This is my culture channel. I only react to culture stuff. DM me video requests over on Instagram. Like the video so I know you want me to do more content like this in the future. Check out my other channels too, especially the vlog channel where I actually vlog my experience in England. So go watch those videos, and here we go into Educating Yorkshire, episode 2. Let's do it. I feel like my accent is getting better. I know some of you hate it, but I love it. Okay, we still got the superintendent guy. Same school, I guess.
I came in with a plan. A different approach to raising standards for the good of the kids.
He does seem like he actually genuinely cares, so I like
want all
that.
Students to be ready for the world when they leave here, so that they leave us as model citizens. But every day almost, someone rails against that vision.
A lot of people.
Any school that tells you that they don't have fights is lying, because they happen.
We got a few fights.
The traditional head teacher is somebody who doesn't necessarily get their hands dirty. But I'm a new head teacher.
It's lunchtime, and there's trouble between two Year 11 students.
Swung for Georgia. Like he swung at her.
Head of year, Mrs. Crowther, joins Mr. Mitchell to investigate what's happened.
So you have the head of the school and the head of the year. I asked this in the last reaction, who elects these? Are they department officials or just grade officials? Who gave her her job? Is it just faculty, she's a teacher too? Or is it you can go on Indeed and look for head of school application? You know what I mean?
Jack's gone for Georgia, and the next thing I knew, someone was holding Jack down on the floor. And I need to find out who's seen what.
I'll get Jack up here in my office.
Okay.
Oh, his little pink tie.
We take that one from there. Happy days.
Happy
days. He call you a slag, and then he's got open wrong for me and everything.
Who's this?
Jack Henry.
Right, who's got Jack?
What?
Who's got Jack now?
Maybe she's from Liverpool.
The teacher got him.
Or Yorkshire, I guess. Where's Yorkshire?
Right, yeah. Just wait there, okay?
Her accent was really thick.
I'll just leave these with you. So just, he's not anywhere to be seen, so okay.
She's heated. Or not.
You calm enough to talk to me then, or do you need some time to calm down?
Fine, sir.
You're fine.
So a dude was fighting a girl?
You don't look fine. Yeah, tissue, you might need one.
Oh, homie. What? Homie's got something going on in his head. Calm down. She's just laughing about it.
Were you eating a panini? No, garlic bread.
This leads me to believe they probably started it. We're gonna find out, but I'm pretty sure my inclinations are telling me the girl started it, and the guy's the quiet one, doesn't really have a lot of friends, keeps to himself, and they were badgering him, and he finally snapped. So let's see how this plays out. Because they're just chill about it.
Hello? Listen, lad, they were slagging me off on Friday because everyone told me at Top Gates. I've gone up to him today and I just goes, "Oh, we were slagging me off."
Perry Edwards
I
accent.
fucking slag on, what you gonna do? I goes, "I'm a fucking slag, am I?" He goes, "It's
Slag, am I?"
went for me and everything, so we're fighting. Yeah, no, lads have got him and goes, "You don't fucking hit a lass," and then when he's been up for it, everyone's just bolting in. No, dinner on.
Dinner on?
Jack Henry's tiny as anything, he's nothing. Yeah, you won't know when no one knows him really.
Okay, I think she was insulting him here. She said Jack is tiny, he's nothing. I didn't catch the rest of it, but yeah. Why are they picking on Jack? There's no way a man would really just come up and swing on a girl. Just in the hallways in front of everybody for absolutely no reason. I can't buy that. I can't buy that. Come on, Jack. Redeem yourself here, please.
Start to finish. Tell me what happened.
Well, I was eating my dinner, sir, and
Right.
she came over.
Sir?
She?
She came over.
She?
Cut Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
She started saying said, do you think you're clever and that, calling me a slapper and all this stuff?
Slapper, what's that?
I just told her basically, go away and leave me alone. And then she said to me, if I'm a slapper, then what's your mum? And
Oh, so I guess it's another, slapper is another word for slag. So I don't know who started it, but it transitioned from when she basically calls his mom a slag, and now homie has to stand up and defend his mom. But what made Georgia approach from the very beginning? That's the question.
then that's when I got out of my seat and went for it because I don't like anyone talking bad about me.
Yeah. My mom, I'd defend her too. Sorry. Man or woman, you don't talk about someone's mom. Or the dead.
And then very carefully tell me exactly how you reacted.
But she's also a girl.
Went for it.
So you got up out of your seat?
Yeah.
Were you sitting down this time? So you
Yeah.
got up out of your seat?
I just lunged her. I didn't plan on punching her or slapping her. Or
Did you punch or slap her?
I didn't.
Okay.
You went for it.
Someone said he swung though.
And he was slagging me off, calling me every name under the sun. So I've gone over to him at dinner time and I goes, were you talking about me on Friday in your last lesson? He goes, yeah, I was, you're a slag on what you're going to do.
Okay, so that's why she approached the table. Also, it's really important to note that in America, self-defense isn't like if someone just is yelling at you, you can't just kill them. Like, I think the rule is like you have to meet them with the same energy that they came at you with. So, yeah, you can't just, because someone called you a slag, start punching her. That's not okay.
And then he stood up, he's gone for me. And then we
For
just
me?
started fighting.
Okay. Can I just ask you something, Georgia? And it's just important. Did you stamp on his head?
I don't know, I might have done.
Is it possible?
You don't know if you stood on his head? And wait, what's his name? Said that he didn't get up. He just lunged at her. He was in his seat the whole time, though. So how did it go from you just lunged at her, got back in your seat, to now she's standing on your head? And also, where are the other witnesses? Because they did this in front of the whole school.
I don't know, I might have done.
I might have done it.
Because I was just, my adrenaline rush was just there. It was just, oh.
Georgia.
I need to get a statement from you, okay?
Yeah.
Like the police, a statement.
Okay, that's it for now. You just stay where you are, please.
He has like something scary in his eyes, though. I can't lie.
I have done no wrong to him. I have not even said a word.
But
to him.
she
I
also
don't
seems
even
like a
know him.
troublemaker.
Happy Tuesday.
Interesting Tuesday.
I like the guy, the
Very
principal.
interesting.
I didn't like him at first, but he's grown on me.
We're in an intense environment where kids that don't like each other necessarily are thrust together. I'm trying to make them
Very
get on with each
rowdy,
other.
the school.
Sometimes it doesn't work. But I'm very clear in my approach to that. That's not acceptable.
Just sit here a minute, George.
Mr. Mitchell.
How dare you say that?
Alright,
Yes.
come back and talk to you in a minute, Georgia.
Alright.
I like how they treat even the bad kids like just normal, you know? Head
Couldn't get hold of him
teacher.
'cause she had me by the neck. I could have stamped on his head, but I can't remember.
The only reason why I asked her that is because Paul seems to think that somebody did stamp on his
She's
head.
not mentioned anything about that.
Stamping on his
Jack
head.
Henry's version of events is she came over and says, "Why are you calling me a slag?" And then
Jack
she said,
Henry.
"Anyway, if I am a slag, what's your mum?" He's not denying anything, but he's using the "she called me mum a slag."
Well, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, I can understand that. But also, it's called Georgia a slag.
Yeah, I was about to say, the entire story now lines up. Because she went up to the table, basically saying, if I'm a slag, then what is your mom? And that made him punch. But she's saying, if I'm a slag, why is your mom? Because he called her a slag. So she's like, well, if you think I'm a slut, what do you think your mom is? Kind of thing. So it all ties back to Jack Henry. That name is crazy. Jack Henry started it. Because he was talking about her, calling her names and stuff, and she approached him about it. I don't know if it was confrontational or if she went there looking for a fight, but she did approach him about it and said, okay, well, if you think I'm this, then what about your mom? And homie got up and, hey, if you can't dish it, don't take it. Or if you can't take it, don't dish it. That saying.
So,
So it's unprovoked.
yes, it is.
Let me just
Yes.
tie you up a bit
Unprovoked?
about it. Anyway, if I'm a slag, what's your mum? You're not on your phone, Georgia.
Yeah,
We
talking
haven't
to my mum.
finished yet.
Talking to my mum.
He's
Go in
funny.
here, Georgia.
Don't be what?
getting married.
Come on, Adno. Don't hit me.
I like the relationship between the students and the
Easy.
head teachers. The dynamic is like kind of, it's obviously there's like they're disciplinary people, but also it's kind of friendly. It's like you can kind of trust them, I guess.
It's that you said, anyway, if I'm a slag, what's your mum?
No.
Did you make any reference to his mum
No,
at all?
it's not.
I'm just asking questions. Thanks. Well,
Ah,
at the
she
same
should have said
time,
yes.
6 months
Because
ago,
then
you
she's
didn't.
justified. Because he called her a slag.
Cheers.
It's alright.
Ah, Georgia, you need a lawyer. Where's your lawyer?
Oh, yeah.
Who's this guy?
I'm between, right? Because of what you call me a slag for. So it's fucking. He stood up, yeah, because I said your mum was a slag. But I said that I didn't do that.
Oh, Georgia. You're on record now lying. And you should have told him that because then you're justified again because he called you a slag. Oh, Georgia. Georgia.
It's called for me.
Can you ring Jack Henry's mum? Explain what's happened. And say, look, it's a
Canoeing? These Salem? These captions? Not even... What in the world are they saying?
But by the same token, it's an argument. Jack's got angry.
Yes.
We keep him out of circulation at the moment.
Can Georgia go back to her lesson?
Okay,
She's
so
calm enough. You
George
know,
is
you
off the
can
hook
follow
here.
that sign.
Dude. I feel bad for Jack, kinda. Because he's going through something now.
It's difficult sometimes to sort of draw the line as to who's to blame and who's not to blame. Jack is generally a really well-behaved lad. But when the going has got tough in the past for Jack, he has lashed out. And in the end,
Right, Jack.
we have to look at the behaviour that we've been presented with and we have to sort of make a judgment decision.
Okay, so they don't just judge off of what is being said now, they're also judging prior behavior. And if he's been a troubled kid in the past, it's probably likely that he's also causing trouble now, is what he's basically saying. That's kind of sad, though. Like, even if you do start to redeem yourself, one bad occurrence, they're like, oh, but you did this 5 years ago. Oh, you've done this in the past. So are you the reason this is happening? I wouldn't want his job.
As to what we think is the best outcome.
You're very quick with your temper. And I know this has been an issue before, isn't it? I know you're ashamed. And I know you're upset about it. How would you feel?
Also, he lunges
if
at a
I had
girl.
word with Mrs. Kennedy. She's going to do some work one-to-one on behaviour management.
Behavior. I'd be fine about it.
Mr. Mitchell decides to remove Jack Henry from lessons and give him 3 days in the school isolation room.
Y'all call class lessons?
Thanks, Jack.
Everyone's so respectful.
He is also given a course of anger management.
Anger management, we
On
didn't
this
get that.
occasion,
Meh. Y'all looking out for the mental health and well-being of your students. The best thing we got was like confiding in our counselor. And half the time her office was always full, so you couldn't even talk to her.
Georgia is not punished.
Georgia, not punished. I mean, yeah, he's the one who called her a slut to begin
Constantly
with.
striving for a harmonious school. And we need different groups within the school environment to treat each other with respect and get along with each other.
Amen,
And that
brother.
is one of the things that is not for sale about my vision for the school.
New day.
Mark my words, we haven't heard last of it.
Mark my words. Ooh, snow. Ugh. I've only experienced like a snow day once, and it was my freshman year of college when I mistakenly moved to friggin' Pennsylvania. Never again. You know, snow is beautiful in pictures, but experiencing it, I'll pass. Also, I thought y'all just got a bunch of rain and like foggy weather. Y'all get snow in the UK. Tragic. Friggin' trudging through snow to get to school. Yorkshire. Who are all those men? Philosophers?
It's the day after the fight.
How early do you start school, dude? Jeez.
No, I can't walk no more. I'm freezing.
And everyone has like emo
With
girl
year
hair.
11 girls, it's still a hot topic.
Literally, they all have the emo aesthetic hair. Like the bangs, the big... Style is very different in America compared to Britain.
I was fucking giggling yesterday after that fight.
The emo phase.
Fucking mad. Says he going to toilets? Yeah. Sheridan, Amy, Hannah, Lauren. And we're just
Amy.
a cool group. We're all cool.
Cool group.
I get on with Georgia so much. I can't cope with some.
Sheridan, that's a cool name. Amy. I'm just looking at the makeup and the hair.
Times because she's just that funny. I love her to pieces. Mental.
No.
Yeah.
We stand the friend group. Jesus, seriously though, the hair's not even cut even.
Mental. Yeah.
Like, look, it's like, is this layers? It's short here, but maybe they're extensions. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge her, but this girl has the same thing going on too. Short up here, and you can see it's long there. Like they just took scissors to it. But no judgment. If they like it, then they like it. Good for you. Be happy with yourself, Sheridan and Amy.
Yeah. Proper mental.
Come on, people, get moving, please. Making the place look
The
tidy.
uniforms. I would not want a uniform. Form time? What's form?
Georgia, bless her. Georgia's difficult.
The hair. The eyebrows.
Fight yesterday. No. Had a fight. Did you? Yeah. Jack Henry. They just stood up and started attacking.
Oh, they're gossiping with the teacher?
To react, but and Miss Jordan got in my face. Felt like punching her. You know.
Whoa, come on. That lady was nice to her in the office. Now she's like boosting up the story. They were really friendly in the office. What you mean got in her face? You wanted to punch her? Georgia, come on now.
Ooh, I was dead mad. Stop swearing, Georgia. Get the
Georgia likes to be the centre of attention. Georgia likes to shout her mouth off. And
He's got it figured out.
She's amazing.
Okay. Do we stand Georgia? I haven't figured it out yet. There's Jack Henry. 2 first names.
For Jack Henry, the day after the fight means starting his 3 days in the school isolation room.
Hey, you could have gave at least Georgia 1 day, because she was also in the fight. Like, you can't give Jack Henry 3 and her nothing. Like, she also kind of caused the situation. Give her 1 at least. Aww. Poor Jack Henry.
I still feel ashamed of myself, and I missed my friends a lot in isolation. But I guess that was, part of my punishment, not me.
He's calling me. Hello? Hello?
Hey, I just saw that you left your wallet in my car.
What the?
Yeah, your little card holder.
Oh yeah. Just bring it by whenever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause I don't get off until like 8-ish.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, bye.
I'll see you.
Alright, bye. Sorry about that. Left my wallet in my friend's car.
Being able to see anybody.
Jack Henry's group of friends are very different to Georgia's.
Boys.
They're a tight-knit bunch of kids. Support each other when things get tough. They work hard. They want to achieve.
Brandon is Jack Henry's best friend.
Oh. Besties.
Jack Henry. I think he finally snapped after all those.
Okay, you got red, you got blue, you got a green crew necks. So you get to like style yourself up a bit, diversify yourself from everybody else. That's what I was saying about like uniforms. Where's the self-expression? You can't express yourself. I guess they do it with their hair and makeup, but like the actual clothes, you can't express yourself with the uniform. But it's nice to see they have options in color. Like if I'm sad one day, I'll wear blue. If I'm like sporadic and spicy, I'll wear red. If I'm just chill, I'll wear green. Just depends on the day. And it's embroidered with the T.
I think it just came to the day where you went, you know what? No! Bang.
Brandon. Very geeky.
Georgia. She's one of the like popular girls. She thinks she's the popular girl. She's that aesthetic.
Not kind of them.
They're not exactly boss, but they're not like they get on with teachers, if you like, you know what I mean.
They just get their heads down in every single lesson and you don't hear a word from them.
Yeah,
They're just
as I
really
thought.
quiet.
They keep to themselves. They're cool. And those, actually, I knew a few of those kids, and they're actually the coolest ones and the smartest ones in the entire class. So the kids who have their head down, don't talk to a lot of people, they're actually the most interesting people. I can think of the names now. You know, they wear the little Star Wars t-shirts, the denim jeans, same tennis shoes every single day. But they're super cool. So, I don't know what these cool girls are talking about.
We do like have common enemies, because if somebody's passing, they'll always say something, or they'll give us nasty looks.
We start taking it back out of them, calling them names.
And there we have it, folks. The cool girls are the ones who provoked, what's his name? Jack Henry, and it's 2 first names. I'd much rather hang out with Jack Henry and his little crew than these wannabe bad bitches.
I don't know.
I'm not actually angry,
what
I'm just
I do
saying.
To, you know, deserve such abuse off people, but, you know, at the end of the day, some people are popular, some people aren't. And
You're popular to me, Jack Henry!
To be not popular.
I'd hate to be one of them. I'd really hate it.
So cool. Look at that thing, man.
A wolf. Ooh, a holographic
Difference
wolf.
is good. They have to learn to deal with it. And you need geeks, you need SWATs, and whatever other
What's a SWAT?
nasty terms that we might have for them, as well as complete extroverts. Kids have to develop their own personalities, and I think that's really important.
No lie though. Like, these kids would be the people I would hang out with. Because, like, the moment you want to talk, you can talk. The moment you just want to be quiet and be in each other's company with silence, it's also okay. You're not always doing the most, which I feel like is what Georgia and her friends are always doing. Like, I'd rather just be in my little corner studying, just happy with my Star Wars fan base friends, you know? You got Jack Henry now in a cubicle. What's going on? Anger management. That's so nice, y'all freaking get anger
Jack Henry
management.
was lashed out once before this year in response to teasing.
Then get
To
the
help
kids
him
to stop
deal with
teasing
it,
them.
Inclusion worker Mrs. Kennedy is giving him a course of anger management.
That's so baffling though. Hey kid, we know you're getting bullied. Instead of telling the kids not to bully you, we're going to teach you how to manage yourself when you're getting bullied. Tell the kids to back off.
So, do you want to talk about the incident?
Yeah, that's fine.
How did you feel?
Homie needs some chapstick though, not gonna lie.
I felt really bad inside. I felt ashamed that I'd went for a girl.
Right, yeah.
And I also felt angry at myself.
Right.
I love the fact that in your schools you get like stuff like this. Seriously, at a young age getting to learn how to work through your feelings, understand how to deal with situations better. We didn't get that over here. Literally when? Where would we have gotten that? There's no department for it. We have a counselor, but she is more of like a education counselor. She just helps you with the academic stuff, like what classes to sign up for, what college you want to go to. But like if you're having problems at home or you're just going through stuff, you know, emotionally, there's no one to confide in. Professionally, anyway.
Because I'd lost it.
Yeah.
And I was a bit shaky inside.
Yeah.
I do hope people do leave me alone.
If I had this, I'd
I'll
be
try and
so much better.
get on with things and just block them out as best I can, because at the end of the day I shouldn't really let them spawn the last few months. I'm going to spend as much as time I can making sure I leave with good grades, I do well in my exams, and spend as much time with my friends as I possibly can.
His head is on his
That's what
shoulders,
we're
right?
going to come in, and I'm going to come and help you, and we're going to do a little program for about 6 weeks.
Program.
We'll look at some coping strategies.
Coping
to help you
strategies.
manage your behaviour. Are you happy with that?
Her accent is very peculiar. She drags out all the words that she says before she fully says them. Why is it? Does she do it on purpose? Or is it just the accent?
Yeah. First of all, we'll look at like triggers, because you're
Triggers.
at a stage now where young man hormones raging in that body. Yeah, that sort of cause you to go like a volcano. Yeah.
Puberty.
Right. Okay. Get you back down to isolation.
I absolutely accept that Jack Henry has had a hard time at school. We've tried to help him through that and give him advice and guidance to go forward, but we've also dealt with those people that have been responsible.
No, you didn't, because you let Georgia go free. How'd you deal with her?
The school's policy on bullying is really clear. We don't accept any bullying in any form. It's absolutely central to the core values of the school, to my own values.
I gotta disagree here, because y'all will rage in the comments and call me a stupid American, but I believe banter is bullying in certain ways. Like, you can't just call me a stupid American hoe slag and then say it's just banter, it's just jokes, calm down. No, that's just rude. It's rude. A lot of the jokes aren't just banter, they're mean.
Values.
It's literally in y'all's culture to kind of bully.
As well that Jack Henry's lashed out at someone physically, and that's not something that we can accept.
A lot of cultural differences in what y'all have to deal with. Socially. When you walked in. Taylor Swift stands?
Some things work for some kids, and for other kids it's other things that work.
Also, where are the black people? I haven't seen one single minority this entire video.
Over Georgia's 5 years at school, they've tried many things to turn her behaviour around. She's
So
been
Georgia's
regular in
troubled too.
detention and isolation, and has been excluded 6 times. This year, her behaviour has improved, and the school put it down to one key tactic. Those who don't behave aren't allowed to go to the end of school prom.
Prom, y'all do have prom.
Aren't you? So
We
it's
love
like,
prom.
It's a big thing. Really, really good.
They all look the same.
One time when you could
The friend
dress
group.
up and look nice and
Go party.
Go to a party.
Over the last 12 months, she's grown up a wee bit, and she has started thinking about how she acts.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good most of the time.
Good job, Georgia. She seems very bright and bubbly.
There are flashpoints. We would all
Perception.
love to see Georgia go to the prom, but to be honest, it's going to be a difficult one.
How big are the schools? And do they get to drive themselves? Alright, I'm going to end the video here because it's already almost 30 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2. Let's get 1,222 likes on this video for a part 2. Bye.